today we are here playing F1 2019. We're racing at Circuit of the Americas, and we're racing in a Haas car, because, you know, it's America. That's where Haas is from. So, this continues our run to the end of the Return to Summer, where we play tracks, just random cars, aren't Red Bulls. We have to talk about Red Bull, because the last one that went out was recorded before the drivers swapped the Red Bulls, so I want to talk about that a little bit, and
it's a steep incline into
Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon sort of switching cars. So I read an article here basically saying how Pierre Gasly didn't do great, and Red Bull's very quick to make changes to their team, and basically how having Max Verstappen race so well also affected how Pierre Gasly looked on the track. Of course, with Verstappen scoring 181 points and Gasly scoring like 52 or 56 or whatever he's got, isn't great. Basically, Max Verstappen's only a couple points away from second place in the driver's standings, behind Valtteri Bottas, so it's very close. This also says, had Verstappen started the season at race 9 of the World Championship 4 races ago, he would still have more points than Gasly currently has. Equally, if you take away all 5 podiums of Verstappen, take away all 5 of Verstappen's podiums, he would also be ahead. So, we're going to get racing, and then we'll talk about that a little bit more. But we are racing here in a car that you'll probably see a different driver in next season. The Haas team, of course, very likely to get new drivers for the 2020 season. Both Kevin Magnussen and Roman Grosjean not really doing great in that car. So I know there hasn't been an update yet that has sort of switched what drivers are in what car. I'm sure we'll see that in the next update. But right now, we still have the same driver lineup from before. Again, I'm sure there's something they'll work on for the next patch. It really won't be hard to, change the fire suits of drivers and then the names in the cars. It's not really going to be that hard. You just take the Red Bull and add whatever Albon's numbers.
Nice start.
Can I see the numbers in here? I want to know. I don't know, you can't, but basically just switch the names here. That's all you really got to switch, and then they'll put different numbers in the car. One of the Red Bull cars will have number, it's 20 something, is it 26? I'm not sure. Either way, whatever number it is, it will have on it. And then they'll have a Toro Rosso with 10, and it's not very hard to change. They're doing a cosmetic update, another they're going to add the 90 years logo to the cars. It'd be cool if they had different livery options as well for the cars that race the different ones. If you race the Red Bull, you can use the James Bond ones they use for the British Grand Prix, and then you can have you can pick any truck to use them on that look, and then you can also use the white Mercedes that they use in the German Grand Prix. That'd be a cool thing to add in the game. Just for the rare times they switch things. My thought on the changes. Again, the reason we're talking about this in a video a week later after the news sort of came out. Again, the video that went out for the other day, F1, we already recorded for the news, so for the news earlier. So essentially, how do I feel about it? I'm a big fan of Red Bull. I don't really know how I feel about it. I think it's good to have a driver in there who they think can get more points to help them in the Constructors' Championship, only being 40 behind Ferrari. And again, the majority of those points coming from a single driver. If they get a driver who can sort of compete, earn the position on the track they're supposed to get, what's happening right now in this race with Pierre Gasly is where he should be in the field. He shouldn't be competing for a 10th. He should be competing for... honestly, seeing the way that Verstappen goes, I mean, I'm not saying he's as good of a driver as Max Verstappen, there's a difference there. But, I mean, seeing the way that he's been racing, he should be at least competing for top finishes. He didn't even get a podium. And the only time that he outscored Verstappen in a race was, oh my god, was that the British Grand Prix? I think he outscored him because that was when Verstappen got ran into. He sort of spun out into the sand and still recovered, I believe, a fifth. He's been on the time that Pierre has ahead of him. So overall, I mean, it's good to have a driver compete. You know, I think Albon would have been a good choice at the end of the year. A lot of people were saying Danny Crash should get back in the car. I felt like Albon would have been a better choice. I feel people were like, oh, Danny Craig got a podium, but you can't really base your decisions off of one race that was super, super rain affected. Like, if the Mercedes both didn't crash, and Charles Leclerc didn't crash, I think Verstappen still could have been able to win, but you wouldn't have necessarily had a Toro Rosso getting a podium. You know, that's the thing you gotta look at from that standpoint. Yeah, he got the podium, but you had a Ferrari crash out, a Mercedes that finished like 9th or whatever, Lewis Hamilton did after getting all the penalties, or the penalties that the Alfa Romeo got. So, you know, he finished like 11th in the race, but he was able to get 9th based on that penalty. So, you look at something like that, and then Valtteri Bottas crashed, so both Mercedes crashed and a Ferrari. So you take 3 drivers out. There's your podium. I'm not taking anything away from the podium, but they're the podium for Toro Rosso. So, you know, you look at something like that. I mean, you know, I think Albon's done a little better overall. So yeah, I would have put him in that car, definitely. Would I have done it this year? I mean, I'm not surprised by the move.
Hamilton's out in front.
That's the thing, I'm not surprised by the decision to
We're approaching the
do the
pit
driving
window.
stop.
You'll be on the mediums.
They did it with Danny Craig and Max Verstappen and made that change. That worked out. But, yeah, I think they just want to see if Albon's the right choice for the next season. And obviously, Pierre Gasly maybe wasn't the best choice. Not that he's a bad driver, he couldn't necessarily handle the swap to the car. You know, the car's, it's better equipment for it to perform better, and you know, you get that pressure. You didn't have the year before. Some people can step up and some people can't. It's not simple. It's not that they have that ability to drive. It's just, you know, some people are able to perform like a top 6 driver. You know, you're basically, if you're in a Red Bull, you're supposed to finish in the top 6. You know, that's your expected thing. And you know, if you can't handle the pressure of necessarily being the top 6 driver in the world, then you know, you gotta move. Plus, the car's probably set up more for Max's driving style than Pierre's, and that's kind of what you expect as well. You know? Driving style's gonna be set to the #1 driver. The car's gonna be set to the #1 driver. The Mercedes is set for Lewis Hamilton, it's not set for Valtteri Bottas. Ferraris are set for Sebastian Vettel, not set for Charles Leclerc. It's the same thing. You know, you gotta kind of expect that. I can step up and drive a little bit differently based on that. So, it'd be interesting to see if Gasly is the one of the 2 driver at Toro Rosso. Because he performed well when he was there, but he didn't have the same pressure. You gotta compete. So, I mean, that could be the same thing, you know, you get that pressure if you don't do it well, then you're out. Which I kind of like that about Formula 1. You know, if you're watching NASCAR my whole life, I mean, a lot of the drivers, I mean, you have the really good drivers, but then a lot of them are just there because they have sponsorship. You know, where Formula 1, the drivers aren't really the ones carrying the sponsor. It's a team. Red Bull's the one that pulls in the sponsors of the team, and the thing about Red Bull is they sponsor themselves the main sponsorship, but you know, overall, Red Bull's the one that gets the sponsorship and the contract, not the driver.
Nice work. That
So,
brings you up a place.
yeah, that's the thing. You always will have who the team feels the best person in the car, not who's bringing in the most money. You know, you can take NASCAR for example, like Paul Menard. His dad owns Menards, so you know he's always gonna have sponsorship, even though he's not necessarily a good driver. You're not saying he's a bad driver, but he's not the best driver. But he always only been on teams for the last 15 years because you know he's got that money. Where some of these drivers, Formula One, don't. You have to be there based on being good, which I really like. I like that.
Fireboxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
So we finally managed to drive away to the front of the field here. Got out, I believe, in 12th. Hard drive to the front. Used to having a little bit faster car, whether it be career mode or you know, just racing normally in Red Bull. But yeah. So that's that. But on to other topics here. In this race, I've thought I was just sort of drive a different car. We've driven a lot of different ones throughout the return of the summer. We drove, of course, Red Bull, both drivers, Max Verstappen and Pierre Gasly. We've also raced the Toro Rosso with Alex Albon. We've raced Mercedes with Lewis Hamilton. Was it Charles Leclerc with Ferrari? I believe it was.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be
And
penalised
we
if we
raced
exceed it.
Kevin
Keep that in
Magnussen
mind as you approach.
in a Haas. So the next drive we're doing is we're going to race the McLaren with Lando Norris. I don't remember what track that was. Was that, oh my god. Oh, where was that? I forgot. Damn it. What track did I write down? I'm gonna look. I'm pretty sure it's a track that I like. It's not
Complete, go now.
Bahrain. That's what it's called. We may read Bahrain short, but I like doing it short first.
Pit strategy
Just sort of making
complete.
it up.
See these tyres through to the end now.
Interesting. So talk about the Haas situation, how that we came out right behind the teammate. Well, I mean, Haas is one of those teams that some people consider to be, I think, decent this season. People could have considered them to maybe be,
Okay, you need to
back,
get that
guy.
position back. That was an illegal overtake.
Alright. Well, kind of fitting for the Haas drivers.
Green flag.
People that have at least take one side. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about. The Haas team drivers had to perform really well this year. Not really well, but be a top contender in midfield. Not be one of the worst teams down there with Racing Point and Williams, because they really have been on the back with their teams along with them. Not as bad, but you know. You can just see simple things like spinning on pit road at the beginning of a qualifying section, or you know, simple things like smashing into each other and ruining each other's races and having a double DNF, or crashing to the track and not having a DNF, but still hitting each other. And you know, it's just, you can't be having teammates keep colliding and having issues like that.
Roman's race is over. He's stopped.
You know, I mean, that's something that you just just don't want for drivers who will like competing at the back of the field to do, or competing in the midfield. I mean, you don't want it in general, but you know, when you have there's certain situations I feel like it's still bad, but you know, I think there can be certain situations where if you're both competing for a win and you crash, end of a race, just to hit each other at the beginning of the race and first lap and move into the race, that's where it becomes a problem. You know, I didn't, 2019 is the first year that I've watched Formula 1, but I've seen plenty of things like that. Yeah, I talked about that in one episode, so we're doing like and like 2016, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg both, you know, racing and crashing a couple times. It's not what you want for your teammates, but I don't see that situation as bad just because they're both in the top cars competing for a championship. You know, you never wanted to hurt both drivers' championships. Potentially. But I don't know, looking at that situation compared to these drivers just crashing for the reason, the middle field isn't what you want. So, I think Haas could do with a new driver lineup, which I'm sure it'd be something they would consider doing, and will be looking into doing in 2019 or 2020. For sure. So yeah, that's that. I think the Haas team is overall going to be performing well. This season they really have been down. Sponsorship issues and they're trying to do. That whole thing came out.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
So, you know, seeing things like that, Haas overall, again, people hope to be a decent team, but it's really haven't been. It's kind of hard when teams try to run between two different series, different countries, different types of racing. It's really hard. You see things like that. Years ago, when a NASCAR team was made from a Formula 1 team. You see that the Formula 1 team was made from a NASCAR team. Now, technically they're separate, different ownership of the Haas F1 team and Stewart Haas Racing. NASCAR. Still the same Haas still owners. They're technically different names because Tony Stewart isn't on this part of the team. But, you know, it's the same idea. You know, when I get the two teams work together as you've seen. It was about 10, 11 years ago when the Red Bull NASCAR team came out. I believe that was 2006 actually started. 2007. But I think they ended in 2011. You know, you got issues like that where some of them really work out. Because the NASCAR Red Bull team was terrible. I remember them still being back in the field. I think they won like 2 races. So yeah, you see something like that, they really didn't do well. Again, at that time, like 2008, 2009, Red Bull hadn't become the team they are Formula 1. I think it was 2009 they started. But, you know, they didn't become that in NASCAR at all. They sort of struggled in really 2011 they stopped. Wrong. So, Haas is definitely one of those teams I can see going out. I mean, I think it's cool to have a American team, you know, trying to run a mostly European series. I mean, it's a lot of it's from Europe. All the teams are based in Europe, whether it's England or Italy, mostly. And then, or UK and Italy. And then, you know, you see something like, you know, most of the drivers are European. Like, think of what drivers aren't European. Alex Albon is from Thailand. I don't know who else. If anyone else is not European, of racing in Formula 1. Oh, isn't Sergio Perez from Mexico? So what, 2 drivers not from Europe? Oh, Lance Stroll's from Canada. I forgot about him too. So 3 of the 20 drivers are not from Europe. It's very European. I think 8 of the 21 races are in Europe. So instead of running a team from a different continent, I think it wouldn't be as crazy if there's a team from like Asia because it's connected. But no, there's separation there. There's America to Europe. There's a big gap of war. So you'd hard to do it from a whole different part of the world, basically. I think a team from Asia would be less impressive. You know, Asia and Europe are connected. So I would run a team from America. I'm sure different. So you know, I'll just say that they're an American team and some headquarters stuff in Europe. Like you see Force India, they were labeled India, but they were still running UK, where, you know, Haas is everything from North Carolina. So it's impressive, but I don't see it necessarily lasting. I can see a different team maybe coming in and buying them up at some point and just completely going away. I don't know, but it's something to look out for in the future. But yeah, overall, I think the press there is Formula 1 keep on. It'd be cool to see them do good, but there's a lot to still improve there. I think first off, the driver lineup needs to be improved, and then, you know, just really figure out what the issues with the car this year. Last year they had a lot of tire problems. You've seen that in the Drive to Survive, is what it's called, the Netflix series. That's what the name of it was. I'm excited to watch the one that's going to come next winter. Goes out 2020. That's going to be crazy. The episode in Germany. Oh, it's going to be a great episode. Since they're having Mercedes be in it too. And Ferrari. I guess they're in it, but on a limited scale. That would be crazy to sort of watch and then see the things with.
Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem
Dear
too bad at the
Gasly
moment.
and
Just take care when you load them up.
It's gonna be really, really fun. Those episodes are gonna be fun. And you know they're gonna do an episode with the Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon drivers. I'm sure they're probably like recording at the moment that I'm recording this video. I wouldn't be surprised. Because the news broke when I'm recording, the day that I'm recording this video. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're filming that right now. Because I know they had a heavy focus on the Red Bull team last year. It was Red Bull and Haas were like the main teams that seemed like the need were getting focused on.
There's 3
A
laps
little
of
bit of
fuel
Renault,
remaining.
a little bit of Williams, and Force India. What are the teams for there? McLaren actually. But it seemed like there's a lot of Red Bull and Haas. It's kind of how I got into liking Red Bull. Just from watching that. I especially liked Daniel Ricciardo in that, but that was not being on the team, and I ended up liking Max Verstappen a lot. I kind of thought he was a little bit annoying at the beginning of it, but I ended up really liking him. I think he's a great driver. Probably my favorite driver right now. Definitely, like, in the beginning, I was like, this kind of annoying. The way they kind of, like, filmed it out to be. But yeah, I would like Daniel Ricciardo in the too. I wish he'd say the Red Bull, for sure. But that was a great show. Honestly, that was a great show. Alright, so we're on lap 13 of 14, one lap to go here at the Circuit of the Americas. Is that what it's called? Circuit of Americas? In Austin, Texas.
This is your final lap.
The final lap
of the
has
race.
begun. We have 2 more episodes of the Return to Summer here in F1 2019. We're racing in Bahrain with a McLaren. And a special episode which you're not allowed to say anything about what car or what track we will be racing at. Just know that'll be coming out next Thursday. Special finale episode, final gaming video of the Return to Summer 2019. Crazy, we're almost here at the end of it. It feels like a couple weeks ago we were beginning it. Definitely crazy to be just a week away from the final week beginning of the Return to Summer. Now make sure you go check out the videos coming up later in the week. We have Minecraft on Wednesday and Gran Turismo Sport on Friday. The Gran Turismo episode's great. I actually already recorded it. It's so much fun to do. We actually design a car and race it. Design a livery of a car and design a fire team home to go with it. Actually based on the design of a Formula 1 car and sponsors, of course, being Red Bull. So we took the Red Bull, Aston Martin Red Bull Racing Team sponsors and liveries and designs and designed a Honda NSX in that.
That's a race
Racing
win.
on the Red Bull
You've
Rings
really
with a
been
whole
great
Red Bull
today.
themed episode of the Return to Summer. So you guys check that out on Friday, but of course on Wednesday we do wrap up our Minecraft build.
Fantastic victory for Haas today.
We sort of, finish up that base and see how everything looks.
How
So,
did they manage to achieve
let's
this win?
go here and celebrate
Take
the
that many people,
win
I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today.
here with the
Haas are no doubt happy
team.
with today's
Of course,
performance,
to
having
win
secured
the
the
Haas
win
team
this
in America
weekend.
would be the
And our drivers are making their way out for the
ultimate goal
podium
for the Haas team, I think,
celebrations
would be winning
as we
this track.
speak.
Of any track to win at, which one of your team's home track would really be the ideal thing. What happened to Lewis Hamilton? He's like second before long. That'd be really ideal sort of winter teams home track. You drive a Mercedes, you want to win in Germany. You drive a Ferrari, you want to win in Italy. You drive a Red Bull, I guess winning in Austria
Anthony
technically
Davidson,
counts
who
as
would
winning
you
home track.
rank as your driver
Of
of
course.
the day?
Well, I certainly didn't have any
Being based
complaints
in
with
the UK,
Kevin
but still.
Magnussen's performance
Red Bull
today.
being from Austria,
Incredible
winning there.
driving.
Well, Ants,
Winning
an end to
in
another fantastic
UK with
weekend
a
of racing.
McLaren,
Thanks
winning
to everyone
in
who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
France with the Renault. I guess Italy with an Alfa Romeo as well. And then of course, again, Williams in UK, and then a Haas in America. So yeah, it would be really cool to actually be in a situation as a driver with Haas, or to be there watching it, to see the team win there, or at any of those tracks that I said where that team would be at. But yeah, so looking through this list here, very, very interesting results. I don't really know what happened to Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he sort of dropped down from being second down to fifth. Double podium for Ferrari. Max Verstappen being the only Red Bull driver to finish that high up. Not surprising. DNFs, Romain Grosjean, and Pierre Gasly. So, again, earlier in the video we did talk about my thoughts on the Alex Albon Pierre Gasly switch. Ultimately, I didn't really say if I was excited or not about it. I think that it will be exciting to sort of see if Albon can compete close to Verstappen. He doesn't have to compete at the same level as Verstappen. He doesn't have to be going for wins and racing Lewis Hamilton. But if he can beat Valtteri Bottas, somebody like that, beat the Ferraris, that's kind of the goal. the goal for Red Bull is ultimately beat the Ferraris and potentially Valtteri Bottas. Unless you're Max Verstappen, then you go beat Lewis Hamilton. But, the second driver, try to beat the Ferraris, maybe Valtteri Bottas. Either way, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the United States Grand Prix. I had fun racing at, I guess, my home track. If we're talking about the world, my home track. So yeah, had fun racing at the Circuit of the Americas. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next week racing in Bahrain with Lando Norris.